A normal school is a school created to train high school graduates to be teachers. Its purpose is to establish teaching standards or norms, hence its name. Most such schools are now called teachers' colleges. In 1685, John Baptist de La Salle, founder of the Institute of the Brothers of the Christian Schools, founded what is generally considered the first normal school, the École Normale, in Reims. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, normal schools in the United States and Canada trained primary school teachers, while in Europe normal schools educated primary, secondary and tertiary level teachers. In 1834, the first teacher training college was established in Jamaica by Sir Thomas Fowell Buxton under terms set out by Lady Mico's charity to afford the benefit of education and training to the black and colored population. Mico Training College is considered the oldest teacher training institute in the Western Hemisphere and the English-speaking world. The first public normal school in the United States was founded in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in 1839. It operates today as Framingham State University. In the United States, teacher colleges or normal schools began to call themselves universities beginning in the 1960s. For instance, Southern Illinois University was formerly known as Southern Illinois Normal College. The university, now a system with 2 campuses that enroll more than 34,000 students, has its own university press but still issues most of its bachelor degrees in education. Similarly, the town of Normal, Illinois, takes its name from the former name of Illinois State University. Many famous state universities such as the University of California, Los Angeles were founded as normal schools. In Canada, such institutions were typically assimilated by a university as their faculty of education, offering a 1- or 2-year Bachelor of Education program. It requires at least 3 years of prior undergraduate studies. History: the term normal school originated in the early 16th century from the French École Normale. The French concept of an École Normale was to provide a model school with model classrooms to teach model teaching practices to its student teachers. The children being taught, their teachers, and the teachers of the teachers were often together in the same building. Although a laboratory school, it was the official school for the children primary or secondary. In Europe, in Finland, normal schools are under national university administration, whereas most schools are administered by the local municipality. Teacher aspirants do most of their compulsory trainee period in normal schools and teach while being supervised by a senior teacher. In France, a 2-tier system developed since the Revolution. Primary school teachers were educated at départementales Écoles Normales, high school teachers at the Écoles Normales Super Reims. Nowadays all teachers are educated in Instituts Universitaires de Formation des more registered trademarkers. The Écoles Normales Super Reims in France and the École Normale Supérieure d'Épices are no longer specializing teacher training. In the United Kingdom, teacher training colleges were once separate institutions. The University of Chester traces its roots back to 1839 as the earliest training college in the United Kingdom. Others were established by religious institutions and were single-sex until World War II. Since then, they have either become multidiscipline universities in their own right or merged with another university to become its faculty of education. One of the last institutions to retain the word normal in its name was the Normal College, Bangor, which survived until 1996, when it became part of University of Wales Bangor. In Lithuania, Lithuanian University of Educational Sciences, former Vilnius Pedagogical University is the main teachers' training institution, established in 1935. In Asia, the terminology is still preserved in the official translations of such schools in China since the early 20th century, Beijing Normal University being the first. A Chinese normal university is usually controlled by the national or provincial government. East China Normal University, along with Beijing Normal University and Central China Normal University are the top 3 normal universities in mainland China. In Taiwan, the 3 national normal universities prepared secondary school teachers. There were also about 10 Taiwanese provincial teachers' colleges that originated as normal schools established by the Japanese. After the retrocession of the island, they were renamed provincial normal schools before becoming provincial teachers' colleges. In the early 1990s, these teachers' colleges came under national control and by the mid-2000s were all renamed Universities of Education, or simply universities to signify their comprehensive training. In Naga City, the Philippines, one can find the oldest normal school for girls in the Far East, the Universidad de Santa Isabel. It is a sectarian school run by the Daughters of Charity. The first secular normal school was founded in 1901 by the Thomasides, the Philippine Normal School. It was converted into a college in 1949 and was elevated to its present university status in 1992 as the Philippine Normal University. In 2009, it was named National Center of Excellence for Teacher Education by virtue of Republic Act 9647. In Iloilo City, the West Vizsla State University was originally established as a normal school in 1902 and in 1994, it was recognized as one of the Philippines' Center for Teaching Excellence. In Malaysia, the Ministry of Education runs a total of 27 institutes of teacher education, which were formerly known as teacher training colleges. These ITEs function primarily to educate both undergraduate and postgraduate teacher trainees. The Ministry's bureau responsible to oversee the ITEs is the Teacher Education Division. The ITEs also run in-service teacher training and continuous professional development among qualified teachers. In Oceania, in New Zealand the term normal school can refer to a primary or intermediate school used for teacher training, for example Epsom Normal Primary School, Kelburn Normal School, Palmerston North Intermediate Normal School, Papakura Normal School or Triuna Normal Intermediate School. They were associated with a teachers' training college, for example the Auckland Teachers Training College. But they were renamed for example as the Auckland College of Education, which is now a university faculty and trains secondary as well as primary and intermediate school teachers. In North America, Jamaica, Micco University College, Kingston, Jamaica, Micco University College is the oldest teacher training institute outside of Europe and in the English-speaking world. It was founded under Lady Micco Charity in 1834 by Sir Thomas Falwell Buxton to afford the benefit of education and training to the black and coloured population. Today, it offers undergraduate and graduate degrees in a variety of education and liberal arts disciplines. United States of America, East Coast, Columbian School in Concord, Vermont, in 1823, Reverend Samuel Reed Hall founded the first normal school in the United States, the Columbian School in Concord, Vermont. Influenced by similar academies in Prussia and elsewhere in Europe, American normal schools were intended to improve the quality of the burgeoning common school system by producing more qualified teachers. Hall also founded the first normal schools in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Croatan Normal School, the school was established March 7, 1887 by the North Carolina General Assembly to train Lumbee Indian teachers. Today, it is the University of North Carolina at Pembroke. Farmington State Normal School, Farmington, Maine, established in 1864, Farmington State Normal School was the first public establishment of higher education in the state of Maine. In 1945, the school was renamed Farmington State Teachers College. The Farmington State Teachers College was acquired by the University of Maine system in 1968 and is today the University of Maine at Farmington. Florence Normal School, North Alabama. Florence Normal School is one of many state normal schools that developed into four-year state teachers' colleges and eventually into comprehensive state universities. This is the site of the first state-supported normal school established south of the Ohio River and now part of the University of North Alabama, an historic marker commemorating Florence State Teachers College in the United States, now the University of North Alabama, the oldest state-supported teachers' college south of the Ohio River. Framingham State University, Lexington, Massachusetts. 16 years later the first state-funded normal school was founded in Lexington, Massachusetts, thanks largely to the efforts of education reformers such as Horace Mann and James G. Carter. Shortly after its founding, that school moved to Framingham, Massachusetts. Today, Framingham State University is recognized as the oldest, continuously operated public normal school in the United States. Anna Brackett attended this university and was a teacher, later to become the first woman principal of a teachers' college. Millersville Normal School, Millersville, Pennsylvania. Millersville Normal School was founded in 1855 as the first normal school in Pennsylvania. Over the years it has changed its name a number of times, eventually becoming Millersville University of Pennsylvania. Rhode Island State Normal School. When the college was established in 1854 as the Rhode Island State Normal School, its goal was to provide teacher preparation to young people from Rhode Island. With the dedication of a new building in 1898, the institution began a period of steady growth, evolving first into a teachers' college, the Rhode Island College of Education. In the 1958-59 academic year, the college moved to its current Mount Pleasant campus, and in 1959 was renamed Rhode Island College to reflect its new purpose as a comprehensive institution of higher education. With an enrollment predominantly from Rhode Island and nearby Massachusetts and Connecticut, the institution historically has served as a college of opportunity for first-generation college students. Salem Normal School, Salem, Massachusetts. Salem Normal School, now Salem State University, was founded in 1854 as the fourth normal school in Massachusetts. It was established as a result of the Newton Normal School's relocation. Salem was selected due to many factors, including the city's historical and commercial significance and need for local teacher education. Prior to Salem Normal School's relocation to Salem, Salem women had few opportunities to receive teacher training, and the Salem school system was replete with funding, attendance, and teacher compensation problems. It was assumed that by training women as teachers, they could be hired at a lower salary than male teachers, thus alleviating the city's public school budget and teacher compensation challenges. The original location was at the corner of Broad and Summer Streets, with the building's dedication held on September 14, 1854. Richard Edwards, a graduate of Bridgewater Normal School, was the first president of Salem Normal School. West of the Appalachians, the first normal school west of the Appalachian Mountains in the United States was the Michigan State Normal School, now Eastern Michigan University. It was created by legislative action in 1849 and opened in Ypsilanti, Michigan, in 1853. The Lowry Normal School Bill of 1910 authorized 2 new normal schools in Ohio, one in the northwestern part of the state and another in the northeastern part. Illinois State Normal University. The state of Illinois passed an act to establish a normal school on February 18, 1857, and proposals were submitted to locate the new school in Batavia, Bloomington, Peoria, and Washington. Bids were opened by the State Board of Education in Peoria on May 7, 1857, and the offer from Bloomington, Illinois, was accepted. The normal school was located near the village of North Bloomington, which later was renamed Normal in honor of the school. The school, originally known as Illinois State Normal University, is now known as Illinois State University. Eau Claire Normal School, in Wisconsin. The Eau Claire Normal School was founded in 1916 as a teachers' college. It later became the University of Wisconsin at Eau Claire. West of the Mississippi River, Harrison State University, now a state university in Missouri, was founded by the St. Louis public school system in 1857 and claims to be the oldest normal school west of the Mississippi River. Winona State Normal School. The first state-authorized normal college to open west of the Mississippi River was Winona State Normal School, now called Winona State University. Opening in 1858, its creation was one of the first acts of the newly formed Minnesota legislature. Sam Houston Normal Institute. The first normal school in what is now considered the Southwest was opened in 1879 as Sam Houston Normal Institute. Louisiana State Normal. From its founding in 1884 until 1944, Northwestern State University of Louisiana at Natchitoches was the Louisiana State Normal. California State Normal School. Finally, the first state-run normal school on the West Coast was the Men's Evening Normal School, created in 1857 to train teachers for San Francisco's schools. It was taken over by the state of California in 1862 and became the California State Normal School. Colorado State Normal School. The state of Colorado passed an act to establish a normal school in April 1889. Governor Cooper signed a bill establishing the Colorado State Normal School. Classes began in October of the next year. Located in Greeley, Colorado, USA. The school opened on October 6, 1890 to train qualified teachers for the state's public schools, with a staff of 4 instructors and 96 students, offering certification after completing a 2-year course. At that time, certificates were granted upon the completion of a 2-year course. In 1911 the school's name was changed to Colorado State Teachers College and offered bachelor degrees after completion of a 4-year course. In 1935 the name changed again to Colorado State College of Education to recognize the graduate program, which was started in 1913. In 1957 the name was shortened to Colorado State College to recognize the further growth of programs and offerings. Finally, in 1970 the name was changed to the current University of Northern Colorado with satellite centers in Loveland, Colorado Springs and the Lowry neighborhood of Denver. Western State College of Colorado. State Senator A.M. Stevenson, Colorado, 1885 introduced a bill for a state normal school. The bill was rejected. The bill revived in 1896. State Representative C.T. Rault succeeded in appropriating $2,500 for land in 1901. Governor James B. Orman approved the bill April 16, 1901. Trustees were elected and plans made in Gunnison, Colorado in the northeast part of town. Grounds were surveyed and fenced, shade trees added, drives laid out, and the lawn seeded. 12 cents remained of the $2,500 allotted. In 1903 a bill for $18,000 for maintenance was vetoed by Governor J. H. Peabody. May 5, 1909, $50,000 was appropriated. October 25, 1910 the cornerstone of North Hall was laid for the State Normal School of Colorado. C. A. Hollingshead was principal of the 2-year Normal Advanced and 4-year Normal Elementary. In 1916 the name was changed to Western State College of Colorado. August 1, 2012, John Hickenlooper enacted the new name Western State Colorado University. In Canada, in Alberta, Calgary Normal School, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, initially located at 412-7th Street SW in Calgary in what is called the McDougall School, founded shortly after Alberta became a province in 1905. Its history is part of the founding of the University of Calgary in 1966. Another normal school was founded at Camrose in 1912. Edmonton Normal School, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Edmonton Normal School was opened in 1920 in Edmonton, Alberta. In 1945 all normal schools in Alberta were merged into the University of Alberta's Faculty of Education. In British Columbia, Provincial Normal School, Vancouver, British Columbia, in 1901 the first provincial normal school in British Columbia was opened in Vancouver. Classes commenced on January 9, 1901. In January 1909, the provincial normal school moved into a new facility and its own building located at 11th and Cambie. In 1915 a second provincial normal school opened in Victoria. Trainee teachers from Greater Vancouver and the Lower Mainland attended the normal school in Vancouver. Students from Vancouver Island and students outside the Lower Mainland, that is, from the Upper Fraser Valley and communities in the interior of the province are enrolled in the normal school in Victoria. In 1956 the responsibility for provincial teacher training was transferred to the University of British Columbia. In Manitoba, Central Normal School, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Central Normal School was founded in 1882 in Winnipeg. Indiana, 1905-06 a new building was constructed at 442 William Avenue. It was one of 6 normal schools in Manitoba, along with Brandon Normal School, Dauphin, Manitou, Portage-la Prairie, and St. Boniface. Central Normal School moved to a facility in southwest Winnipeg in 1947. In the autumn of 1958, it was renamed the Manitoba Teachers College. It was moved to the University of Manitoba in 1965, becoming its Faculty of Education. In New Brunswick, Provincial Normal School, New Brunswick, Canada, the New Brunswick Teachers College was a normal school in Fredericton, New Brunswick which granted teaching certificates. It was founded on February 10, 1848 as the Provincial Normal School with Joseph Marshall de Bretmar, copyright Chal, Baron d'Avray as the first principal. The institution changed its name in 1947 to become the New Brunswick Teachers College. It closed in 1973 and its staff were integrated into the faculties of education at the Université Copyright de Moncton and the University of New Brunswick. In Newfoundland, Wesleyan Normal Day School, St. John's, Newfoundland, founded in 1852 by the Wesleyans under the Newfoundland School Society. This institution continued until 1901. In 1910 a normal school was established in St. John's by the Church of England which continued for a number of years. In 1921 the first non-denominational normal school was initiated and was discontinued in 1932. It was reorganized in 1934 as a department of the Memorial University College. Later in 1949, the institution's name was changed to Memorial University of Newfoundland. In Nova Scotia, Nova Scotia Teachers College, Truro, Nova Scotia, in 1855 the Provincial Nova Scotia Normal School was opened in Truro, Nova Scotia. The school was closed in 1997 and the program essentially consolidated with other provincial universities including Acadia University, Mount St. Vincent, St. Francis Xavier, and St. Anne. In Ontario, thanks largely in part to the effort of education reformer Egerton Ryerson, the Ontario Normal School System came into being beginning in Toronto in 1847. London Normal School, London, Ontario, Canada. The London Normal School was located at 165 Elmwood Avenue in London, Ontario and commenced classes on February 1, 1900. By 1958 the building was no longer adequate and was moved to a new location on Weston Road. In 1973, London Teachers College merged with Althouse College to form the Faculty of Education at the University of Western Ontario. North Bay Normal School, North Bay, Ontario, Canada. North Bay Normal School, a teacher training school, was established in 1909 in North Bay, Ontario to meet the needs of teacher education in Ontario's north. The school was renamed North Bay Teachers College in 1953, and became Nipissing University College's Faculty of Education in August 1973. After the university received a prestigious award in 2010, the Faculty of Education was renamed the Schulich School of Education. See Nipissing University. Ontario Normal College, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. A School of Pedagogy was formed in association with Toronto Normal School, offering advanced level courses suitable for high school teachers. In 1897, the school was moved to Hamilton and renamed Ontario Normal College. The college closed in 1906 and the training was taken over by the faculties of education at the University of Toronto and Queen's University in Kingston. Ottawa Normal School, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. The building was built in 1874 and opened in 1875. It was located at 195 Elgin Street. It was renamed the Ottawa Teachers College in 1953, and was subsequently merged into the Faculty of Education of the University of Ottawa in 1974. Peterborough Normal School, Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. Peterborough Normal School was officially opened on September 15, 1908 and operated until the late 1960s. Stratford Normal School, Stratford, Ontario, Canada. The Stratford Normal School was founded at 270 Water Street in 1908 in Stratford, Ontario. Its emphasis was primarily for training teachers for rural conditions. Its name was changed to Stratford Teachers College in 1953 and closed its doors in 1973, having trained close to 14,000 teachers. The site was maintained, and was home to the Stratford Perth Museum for a number of years, being renamed the Discovery Centre. The museum moved to another location, however, and the building is now leased by the Stratford Shakespeare Festival, and has been named once again the Normal School Building. Toronto Normal School, Toronto, Canada, in Prince Edward Island. The Prince Edward Island Normal School has its origin in 1856 on the grounds of Prince of Wales College in Charlottetown, PEI. In Saskatchewan, Regina Normal School, Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. The Saskatchewan Normal School was founded as early as 1890 in Regina, moving into its first permanent structure in January, 1914. In 1964 it was transferred to University of Saskatchewan Regina campus and in 1974 becoming part of the University of Regina. Another normal school was founded in the early 1920s in Moose Jaw and was later transferred into the Regina campus in 1959. Saskatoon Normal School, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. The Saskatoon Normal School was founded in 1912 and served until 1953. It has now been integrated with the Faculty of Education at University of Saskatchewan. In Latin America, early normal schools in Latin America include several in Mexico, such as the Escuela Normal de Anza Mutua de Oaxaca, the Escuela Normal Mixta de San Luis Potosi, the Normal de Guadalajara, and the Escuela Normal para Profesores de Instrucción Cubed en Primaria. The Mexican normal school system was nationalized and reorganized by the Secretaría de Educación Cubed en Publica under José Copyright Vasconcelos in 1921. Perhaps the oldest continually operating normal school in Latin America is the Escuela Normal Superior José Copyright Abelardo Noa +/- founded in Santiago, Chile, in 1842 as the Escuela de Preceptores de Santiago under the direction of the eminent Argentine educator, writer, and politician Domingo Faustino Sarmiento. The first normal school in the Dominican Republic was founded in 1875 by Puerto Rican educator and activist Eugenio Mara de Hostos. In Argentina, normal schools were founded starting in 1852, and still exist today and carry that name. Teachers' training is considered higher education and required a high school diploma, but normal schools have the particularity of granting 4-year teacher degrees while at the same time hosting secondary and primary school students. Teachers to be do intense practical training in the schools annex to the higher education section. Other Latin American nations have long traditions of normal schools. In Panama, the Escuela Normal Juan Democubsteins Arocena was founded in Santiago de Veraguas, Panama in 1938. In Colombia, normal schools were primarily associated with women's religious schools although in modern times have admitted men, thus forming Escuelas Normales Mixtas. In Paraguay, they are known as Instituto de Formación Cubed en Docente. See also: List of normal schools by country, female seminary. References. Bibliography: Kane, Joseph Nathan. Famous First Facts, a record of first happenings, discoveries and inventions in the United States. New York, H. W. Wilson Company. ISBN A0-8242-0930-3. Rogers, Dorothy G. America's First Women Philosophers, Transplanting Hegel, 1860–1925. Continuum. ISBN A978-1-84714-300-6. External links: Normal School, The American Heritage Dictionary of the English Language, 4th edition. Retrieved December 11, 2007, Normal, 4th Adjective Wiktionary, The Free Dictionary. Retrieved December 11, 2007.